Italy, the FIGC, the Italian national team is in the mud, bro. I don't know what the fuck these guys are doing, and it's pissing me off. Like, how is the communication this bad? How do you go to hire a manager and then one day later you realize you're not gonna hire him? You realize that he's involved with some crazy Russian betting company or some bullshit, and you don't hire him anymore. Where's the communication? Where's the talking between technical directors, the president? There's no communication. It's appalling. It's disgraceful. It's words don't even describe it. Words do not even describe the state of the Italian national team right now, the FIGC, and Italian football in general. Okay, it's a fucking disgrace. I'm actually sick of it. Like, I just don't care anymore. I don't care anymore. Bro, the events that have taken place within the last 48 hours is disgusting. Okay, it's just like failure after failure after, okay, you think you found failure. That's what it's been. Because you mean to tell me that in the last 48 hours, first, Maldini, the technical director with the FIGC, he's in charge of choosing the next manager. The first person you approach is Pep Guardiola, right? Pep Guardiola, one of the best managers in history with Man City, Bayern, whoever he managed. He was one of the best managers in history. Would love to have him at the national team. I know he's Spanish. I don't care. We need more than an Italian manager right now, okay? We need the best of the best to help us, okay? So getting Pep Guardiola, I'm like, okay, hopefully this can happen. You know, he's taking a break, but maybe if we can convince him enough, if we pay him a good salary, he will join. He said that 20 million would be what he wants. FIGC offered him 10 million. They didn't want to do the extra 10 million, and Pep Guardiola denied to join the Italian national team. He said he wants to spend time with family, and they're not paying him enough. First of all, you could go ask 10 million Italians right now to donate $1, and they would. All 10 million of them to get Pep Guardiola. Okay, like, you can't pay him an extra 10 million. But we move on. Then they go to try and appoint Carlo Ancelotti, the current manager of the Brazilian national team. But I would think that a manager like Carlo Ancelotti, who's Italian, would like to manage the Italian national team. He said no. He wants to focus on Brazil. He wants to focus on the Seleção. Okay, you know, fair enough. Is it maybe a little bit disgraceful? Some would say, you know, as an Italian, I feel like you would never want to pass up an opportunity to manage the Italian national team, especially being a manager as big as Carlo Ancelotti. But he decided, no, he wants to continue with Brazil for now. Fair enough, right? Fair enough. You can't do anything about that. Then Maldini goes to appoint Pirlo. Now, was I the biggest fan of this appointment? I would say probably not. If we look at Pirlo's resume as a manager, I mean, guys, yes, he won Coppa Italia. He won a couple of trophies with Juventus, right? Fair enough. Was he a good manager? I wouldn't say so. Then he went to this Turkish side, Karagümrük. He was there for a year, then left. Then he went to Sampdoria. He was there for a year, left. And now recently he's been managing United FC, not Man United, United FC of the Dubai Arab Emirates League. Whoa. Yeah, okay, so we're gonna hire this guy, right? We're gonna hire the guy who's managing in the Dubai Arab Emirates League. Okay, fair enough, right? We hire him. Deals are all ready to be signed. Contract is ready to be signed. Everything's looking okay. We're hiring Pirlo. It's a little bit of a risk, but we're gonna try it out. Tomorrow, he was set to sign the contract to become the next Italian manager, which, guys, it couldn't come soon enough. Okay, we need a manager right now. We have Nations League games in a month and a half. I don't care what your opinions are on the Nations League or not. I like it. We're versus Belgium, France, and Turkey in the group. Okay, that's a hard-ass group. That's the hardest group. Okay, we need a fucking manager as soon as possible. We need one now. We needed one 3 months ago, but we need one now. And now look what happens. Pirlo, his managerial appointment has been canceled. It's off. It's over. Deal is broken. No more Pirlo. Why? Because he is involved with a Russian betting company. Now, this is the problem, right? This is the problem because now you look at, this was Maldini's choice. His choice was now overruled by the president and by the political people in Italy because of that tie with the Russian betting website. Obviously, you know, Russia is currently banned by FIFA. You know, they're currently in a war with Ukraine, right? So they canceled the appointment of Pirlo. And now we see the likes of Maldini saying he might resign. He might resign because they overruled his appointment. Now, was it a good appointment in the first place? I don't think so. Like, I don't think Pirlo was a good option. Are Mancini and Conte any better? I mean, at least they're proven. At least Mancini won the Euro 2020 with Italy. Do I think we should go back to past managers? No, because that's what Italy always seem to do. They always cycle through a certain amount of managers. They do it in the Serie A, they do it with the Italian national team, and that's what they're planning to do again. Hire a manager from the past. I don't want to hire no one from the past. I want to move forward to the future. Was I happy with Pirlo? Not necessarily. He doesn't really have the managerial success that you would want to see going into a big job like the Italian manager, but at least it's someone new, someone fresh. I feel like Pirlo is a smart guy. Maybe he can get a lot out of these players, but it's broken now. It's off because there's no communication. The technical director, Maldini, and the president and everyone else. How do you miss something like this? How do you not know that Pirlo is part of this? How do you not know that this would cause problems? Everyone, Malago, Maldini, everyone. It's just I can't do it. I can't do it anymore. I can't do it anymore. I need to support a different national team. France, allez les bleus. I'm there. Because I can't, bro, these guys are going to give me heart problems. I'm telling you, it's crazy. It's crazy. How does a mistake like this happen? How do you not, when you're hiring a manager, you don't do a background check and you don't realize that he's partnered with this Russian betting company, whatever the fuck it is. I don't even care. Like, come on, where's the communication between the president and the technical director? And now Maldini's threatening to leave. He's threatening to leave. Guys, you know, I don't even make videos like this often. You know, this is just like a rant type of video because I feel like I need to show my frustration with what is going on. Like, what is going on? Where's the communication? Where's the cohesion? Where's the chemistry between the technical director and the president and all the other parties involved? And now Maldini might leave. Now, was pointing Pirlo a good decision by Maldini? I guess we'll never know. I didn't think it was the best, but I still trust a player like Maldini being a very kind of higher up person in the FIGC. I trust him because you look at what he did with Milan, you look at what he did for the club, you look at some of the players he brought in, very good, very, very good. And that's why he was appointed as the technical director for the FIGC. Now, was appointing Pirlo the best decision? Like I said, I guess we'll never know. But I put my trust in Maldini. But now, the president and the other political parties involved has overruled his decision to bring in Pirlo as a manager. And they said, no, you can't bring him in because of his ties to the Russian betting company. Now Maldini's threatening to leave. He's threatening to resign. Guys, it's just a whole mess. It's a whole fucking mess. It's a whole mess. And I just felt like I had to fill you guys in. Because I know I've been staying on top of this. I've been staying on top of this. I'm very excited for the Nations League game that are taking place. Damn. I'm very excited for the Nations League games that are taking place at the end of September. But are we even going to have a manager in time? Are we even going to have a manager in time? Bro, it's a month and a half away. A month and a half away. And we just tried now. That's 3 managers we tried to get. And none of them. I wouldn't be surprised if we try to get Mancini. He rejects it. I wouldn't be surprised if we try and get Conte. And for some reason, there's problems with him in the club over salary. You know, there's always some sort of fucking problems with Conte. And that doesn't work out either. And then we're really in the mud. Then we're really, really in the mud. Okay, now we're sinking. Now we're sinking. Depending on what happens in the next few weeks, we could be completely drowning in the mud. And then you ain't getting back up. And then you're not qualifying for the Euros. And then you're missing another fucking World Cup 4 in a row. Bro, oh my God, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy, guys. But I had to make this video because it's like, it's actually disgraceful what's going on with the Italian national team. Where's the communication? I have no idea. And it's just, as a fan of this national team, it honestly makes my blood boil. And at this point, it's almost like I'm numb. It's almost like I'm numb to all the bullshit going on. Okay, it's almost like I just don't care. I don't care. I want to see results. Whoever's making the results happen, nice. But other than that, I don't give a shit. But guys, I just had to make this video because the events that have taken place in the last 48 hours, the amount of miscommunication we've seen in one one party, it's crazy. It's like every single person, it's like they don't know how to talk. It's like they're speaking different languages. I don't know, guys. It's crazy. It's crazy. But leave your thoughts on this whole situation in the comments down below. I want to hear what you guys have to think. Do you guys think that Italy can perform in the Nations League game in a month and a half against Belgium, who made it to the quarters in the World Cup? Against Turkey, okay, Turkey were shit, but they're still a good team. And against France, well, like, bro, are Italy gonna lose all the games? They might. They can't find a guy to manage these players. It's crazy, guys. But like I said, leave your comments down below. I'll reply to every single comment. I want to hear what you guys have to say. If you guys enjoy this rant style video, remember to leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Fuck FIGC and the Italian Federation bullshit. And yeah, see you guys in the next video.